everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. That'll bring up second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Tagger.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The play clock's running down. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Pernell McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. And he motions the wide receiver. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. First down, Bridgewater. Wright's got it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Throwing, Bridgewater. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. T.Y. Hilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. This is the fullback, Janovich, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
The fullback, Janovich, on the handoff. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. Nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah,
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. A second down throw for Blitz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Bridgewater. Caught left side by Hilton. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put the...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll get 16 yards there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Vikings able to recover. The Hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. They start on the ground with Rolls. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and power it in here with a fullback Felton. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the lead is now 24. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
1st down, Bridgewater. And this is complete to Zach Miller. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big-bodied receiver with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bridgewater, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Let's go.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers. And Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On the ground, Rawls. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Time for a break. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the